tweets, trolls, and the truth. Welcome to another episode of My Opinion. My name is Lebakeng Letwara, and today we'll be talking about how social media shapes the South African politics. Let's talk about the power in your pocket. That's your phone. In 2021, half of the political content shared during South Africa's elections was unverified or even completely false. Yet, it's also social media that gave us hashtag fees must fall, hashtag Zuma must fall, and the coup de leaks. So, is social media saving democracy or is it destroying it? Well, let's talk about that. We are dealing now with a new kind of power. In a country where many don't even trust politics or the media, social media has become the new parliament, the new protest, and the new propaganda machine. Key stats: over 70% of South Africans under 30 use social media daily, and 3 in 5 trust TikTok, Twitter, or X more than traditional news. Social media has now become the weapon of truth and deceit. In the last decade, social media has become a weapon and tool of public power. Let's see some examples. Hashtag fees must fall wasn't just a protest. That was a hashtag that moved national policy. Community service failures are now being live streamed and tagged. I mean, anyone with a smartphone is now a watchdog. But now there is a dark side to all of this, like every day. The same power that builds awareness can also build walls. During the 2021 elections, 50% of viral political content was misleading. Now, this is very, very deep. Troll farms, fake influencers, the campaigns, all operated by political agents. Algorithms on TikTok and X, they amplify emotions over evidence. The algorithm does not care what's true. It only cares what goes viral. The Gen Z is watching comedy skits, sure, but they're also learning about land reform, corruption, local politics, and through all these short videos, We have content creators that are the new civic teachers. We can talk about people like the Penwells, the Citizens Concerned, the Hustlers Corner, the Convo, all these platforms that are now sharing knowledge. Dan Corder, Zimasa, the youth-led political podcast, and TikTok explainers, as I'd like to say. So how can you use social media to fight corruption? Well, the tools that we have for citizen action are the platforms that we have. If we can take action using the same platforms we have been given, we can impact and influence the new and the younger generation to learn. We can expose poor service through mediums like Facebook, WhatsApp. These will get picked up by local media, and eventually mainstream media will have to publish these. We have to start petitions. We have to fight for the change that we want. That's the only way we will have our way. Now, share facts. Let me know what are the things that we can do to actually create a new way of having politics. Because truly speaking, we are now in an era where we need change. And the only way to have change is to make it happen. We need to force public response. Let's record meetings. Whether we are meeting through YouTube Live, we are communing in a place, it's Instagram Live. Let's influence ways that are going to make the government more transparent. Nowadays, you don't need a title to make change. You just need a phone, some facts, and your voice. Now, between truth and trolls, what wins? Because social media isn't inherently good or bad. It's just a mirror. It reflects what we amplify. So the real question isn't, is social media ruining politics? It's, how are you using it? Now, like if you believe the truth should trend. Comment below if you've ever exposed something on your phone as well. I'd like to hear that. And subscribe and follow for more deep dives on tech, entertainment, youth, and politics in South Africa. Now, thank you for watching this episode or listening if you are listening on Spotify. I really hope this intrigued you and this would be something that you would partake in, whether it's you participating in community work, UIPs, making sure that you find a way to bring change into your community. Let's work together and let's create a better tomorrow for our people. Thank you once again for listening. Until next time.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.